Greetings everyone, again here's Lodrik and the game War in the Pacific Advance Edition, and this is a match against Jochen. Today we check the 2nd January 1942, already the next month. Okay, but still the first months of the war, more or less the first 4 weeks, but it is already 1942. And these days are maybe a little more slow. Most of my task forces are burned out of fuel and need new ammunition. The armies are just arriving or shortly will arrive. Singapore, Clarkfield, Xi'an and other operations are still ongoing. Last turn was a very heavy blow against the Japanese tanker formations. And shipping tonnage, it was really a blow. But at the end, only 2 tankers. This is one American Mark 14 submarine and one of my mine tenders. I'm bringing some mine tenders to Rabul already to create a defense minefield. Every main harbor need at least normally a minefield of 150, minimum better 300, I would say maximum 450. So in one mine tender is enough for 150 mines, so up to 3 it's necessary. I think 3 mine tenders and this is enough, never need more. We have here a hit, but no explosion. Even if there was now an explosion for a light cargo ship, I would not really care too much. I also don't invest too much in escort for this kind of small cargo lines here north of Japan. These ships have all low value and they all transport. I normally transport only resources. Of course, I lack resources, so I don't want to lose them. But I also don't have really any equipment can hunt in deep water. So in these February, March, latest in April, I would say. In April, I have no excuse more. If there is an enemy submarine, I will hunt them down. But now I cannot really do much. I only try here to get rid of this Dutch submarine. Was killing my 2 big tankers last turn. A little late, of course, but I can create here some damage. So I maybe get my revenge and kill the submarine, or at least cripple it and force it to return. And the only harbor really nearby is with the shipyard is Surabaya, so this is far away for the submarine. So every crippled submarine will normally be a lost submarine. And now the opposite, here's a corvette, so there's something protected coming. We are also in deep water, so it's hard to hit, but it's possible to hit. So there are cargo ships, so maybe these are supply cargo ships, I would suggest, but I have nothing else here in position now. I don't want to stay too near to or nearby Rangoon. There's a possibility that there are British torpedo bombers, and I don't want to lose a cruiser for this kind of action. So I use only submarines and try to handicap the supply lines of for these British forces in Burma. And now we have this ongoing small bombardment. and with some success. I also normally try to cover all my airstrikes in range of juncture, because normally I think a range of 5 around juncture is possible to intercept for Jochen. So everything in that range I have better at least some fighters nearby. But I still ramp up the Oscar production, so it needs maybe at least 1 or 2 more weeks to really fully have the strength to cover every airstrike. That so far looks like no attempt. Good, now it's a counter-strike. Jochen is coming with his A-29s. But they normally have a bomb load of 1000 pounds, so 500 kilogram. Nothing really special. It's a normal range attack. I would say it's okay. But it's a rough terrain, so hard to hit something. Here we have now Russian bombers. I think they're very similar to a Key 21. These are normally all these 1930s design bombers. Maybe similar to a Henkel 111. Not fast, not protected, only light machine guns. Easy to kill normally for every interceptor. And I have here now 2 Oscars. I don't know if this is enough to kill them, but at least I can damage them and hope for ops losses. Okay, 1 kill at least. Yeah, 2 Oscars are not enough. But every airplane is damaged and no damage to my units on the ground. 600 kilo bomb load in total. Not bad, but it's now the focus is still here for Jochen to attack my trapped Japanese forces. And it's for me very hard to really have cap fighters. It's just in range for my Oscars, but I don't have the numbers. And if I make long range cap, the fatigue is very high on my pilots. So I must more or less accept these losses. These are Japanese forces. Even if they will die here now all one by one, it's okay, they have a purpose. They're blocking the Chinese retreat and give me more time to reorganize my armies. And in the bigger picture, these forces will not die in vain for nothing. So there is a purpose behind this. Maybe in 2 weeks we will know and see why and what and where. Good afternoon, and still more airstrikes. And still no Chinese fighter in the air to really battle it out. problem is this is the last hex of clear terrain. So once this unit is moving to the next hex west, then we have rough terrain, and there's the possibility to score bomb hits are much smaller. I can still attack and to train my pilots, but the effect on the ground will be maybe only a third. I also attack these units mainly only to slow them down. But again, I think at least 50% of my bomber airframes are outdated light bombers with very small bomb load. And there's still no punching power behind them. But I use them simply because it will train the pilots. And I'm waiting for the Helen with a good bomb load, also enough hit points, speed, everything. So this is now a allied tanker, and if I would hit here now this tanker, I would say okay, thank you, last time you hit me, but for some reason my submarine was not able to score a hit. I don't know. The Japanese submarine fleet is failing in these days. Here, big tanker formation. Only very light patrol craft support. So I would say, why don't use 4 torpedoes? Hit a tanker is always good. Yeah, but no, yeah. The luck is with Jochen these days. But luck will not win the war. Oh, this is my submarine. Still have flotation damage. And I'm landing here with some very small, I think, Navy Guard unit on Markin. Markin is normally really only interesting because by game design you must take the base and later you will get some air wing for free showing up in Markin. So you must take the base before April, I think. Then you get a air wing of 8 for flotation fighters. I think float fighters. So I take this base because there is normally nothing and I don't must bring here anything, only very small unit. Pick up the base and this good. And I will do nothing with this mini base. I only take it because I want the air wing. Good. So not really a very active turn. I was able to get my revenge on this Dutch submarine, but if it's enough to sink it, hard to say. But I force it to return at least to a port. I hope at least 5 hits, maybe nothing, not a kill, but something. So, yeah, quiet turn. 3rd of January now. And the air war was nothing. Somehow, yeah, I killed some of this, maybe, yeah. The SP3s, 3 bombers I killed, and I lost 1 of my Mary bombers. So, 3 medium bombers for Jochen dead, and I lost 1 light bomber. 3-1, but yeah. Not even 1 pilot is dead. So this is still my... I don't have really many aces, so I have only 3 aces up to now. Not too much. I was able to kill. Yeah, and ship sunk I think was nothing this turn. Okay, officially we sunk this submarine, this Dutch submarine. We will see. Or we will never see. If we never see the submarine again, then it's dead. If we will see it again, we know it's not dead. And some... I don't know why. But here is a Clemson class destroyer. I never hear any sinking sounds, or who knows. And this was already everything for this turn normally, because there's no other big change. In China everything is moving very slowly. I bring down here the first army is moving down the road. I'm waiting that the army, or the full army, arrive. One turn, maybe 2 turns more, I will arrive here, then I can attack this unit, because now I have here only a block force, only a tank unit, tank scout unit, more or less. This is only a armored car division, so it can block something, but it can normally, I'm not sure if it's enough, strong enough to wipe out this forces, and it doesn't matter. I must walk down here anyway, so I can wait for the full might of my forces. At the same time, I'm walking here up with the North Chinese army. Here's the 11th army, and here's this 12th army. So the 12th army, the 11th army, plus here is coming the 1st army, so 3 army groups, plus the overall headquarters, the North Chinese army. Why I organize it like this? Roughly to say, I can maybe other day talk more about this, but this is this 4-star generally. He have a range, a command range of 5. So every unit in range of 5 will get a bonus of 10%. Normally, I think, for every check. Like if the unit is ready, if the unit can reduce the fatigue, increase the morale, and is able to join the defense, is able to join the attack. For all of this, you need normally always a check, and the headquarter will always give a 10% bonus normally for everything. So it's always good to have a HQ nearby. So, and this commander is in charge, let's say by type, or we can take all units out. Then we can see this is North Chinese 5 or overall command, or not overall command, but higher command, 4-star general, and the Y is always a 5. Y is always means it's a 4-star general. A C means always a combat HQ, means they only have a range of 1, so it's a 3-star general. So this North Chinese area army is a Y army, and it has 4 other HQs under the command, but this NCPC is a police force. It's not for fighting, it's only for garrison. So, but I have still here 3 fighting armies under my command, and this is the 1st army and the 12th army plus the Mongolian garrison army. The Mongolian garrison army is somewhere else busy, but the 1st and the 12th army is under this command at least. So I can check it. Here's the 1st army, and the 1st army is a 3-star general, is under the command of North Chinese area. Okay. And here is the 12th army. The 12th army is attached to North Chinese area. Then 12th army, and this is the other HQ, because maybe this is easily to get confused. Here's the Chinese Expeditions Army. Yeah, and this is the next, this is a 5-star general. So this is a chain of command. This Chinese Expeditions Army is a 5-star general. You can see the flag is always 5. He is a commander of the North Chinese Army, so it's a Y. This is a 4-star general. This 4-star general have these units under command. 1st and 12th Army. The 13th Army is the 13th Army is directly under this unit. 11th and 13th Army is under the Chinese Expeditions Army Command. So Chinese, they're changing sometimes the name. This is a little shitty, but because normally it's the army, but I think sometimes the army is not part of the name, so don't get confused for this. But this is the Chinese Expeditionary Army, but normally it's Expedition Army. So these are normally Japanese forces sent from Japan to fight in China the war actively. And then you have normally the split of North Chinese Army and the overall command. But this is a chain of links. So I will bring this guy is now here, but I normally bring him already in strategic move. I will bring this 5-star general guy now also in this area, so that because he have a range of 9 hexes, so he don't must really fight in the same hex. But I can bring him with a rail very easily nearby, and then I can fight from here, from this location. It's in range, because it's a range of 7. The 5-star general I must normally bring at least to Nanyang. Then I bring also in range of Xi'an, range of 4. Normally the range of 1, the 3-star general and the 4-star general, I will normally move with the units. And the 5-star general I will keep normally always in the base on the rail. It's sometimes you will move it more quickly around, depending on what you want to. These forces are really only a support units. They are also good. They're helping your units to recover after a battle normally. So because they give this support stuff. You can see here support and support. 240 plus 120 are together. They have a support of 360. So this 360 support is in this hex, and other units can call it. But I think they, like in many stuff in this game, is always a check. So other unit must check if it can call in other supply. Like this unit that normally need a support of 471. It have a support of 426 normal plus 45 motorized support. So together I have here normally 471. Yeah, this is my support. Yeah, I have 471 support in this unit. And I require 599. But it's a green number, so means I normally don't have enough support in this unit to fulfill this requirement. But because this is a HQ or other unit, I would say normally it's from the HQ. The HQ borrow their supply to this unit, and then everything is green. And then there's a bonus that this unit can, I think, get the fatigue and disruption down, and also get disabled units active again, and maybe also for replacements is a bonus. I think it will be always a bonus for everything. Gets better. So they are all green, you can see. So I have enough supply in this hex to feed all these units their desire. Everything is fine. But if I go to Shanghai, you can see here I have 171 support, but normally this unit wants 233 to work on maximum, but it's missing. I want 233, but I have only 171. So pity. He is normally this guy, and he has a support of 80, but I'm not sure if he must make the check, and he have very low level, the administration level is normally 52, so not so bad, but not the best. I can maybe replace him, but it's waste of points, let's say this. So the game normally allow you to change it, but you can see if I want to change it, I must pay 255 political points. And this is a lot of points for something like this guy. So you can change it, but the price is so high that the game more or less say, you really want to change this guy? I think you won't do better. Anyway, so this is only about this small stuff in the order of battle, why I choose this units moving this direction. And only to make sure, because the Mongolian army is running here in the north. They are normally also part of this North Chinese area stuff, but I let them independently work. And this is normally a Chinese, I don't know if it's really a Chinese guy. I think it's maybe a Japanese general, but you can see he's one or the only good Chinese Japanese generals. They have good skills and he have at least some support. Not 80, he have already 100. So he's the best out of all this crappy stuff. All the rest you can normally forget. I think there's also a guy here. 4-star. He's a 4-star guy. He have shitty values. But he have only 80 support. So they are really only police force. Like I said many times before. I only keep them normally in some big city where I maybe move a damaged unit easily with rail in, and then they can recover faster. For more they are not. They don't have any other use. Good, enough talk about China. Also maybe because here in this northern area, this mountain area, there is not much air war. So I will normally close the airport of Chengting now soon or later. I used this before, but I don't really build up this airfield because it makes not really much sense. If the Chinese guy or player not really want to fight here, this airport have no use. So I don't invest here much supplies. I put a lot of energy and or supplies in to build up a Kaifeng. So I put it up to a 7. I don't must go over 7. 7 is enough. 7 allow you to operate 350 airplanes or 11 wings. So I have here a good airport, and this will help me normally to maintain and keep the air superiority about this airspace. Important is that I can bomb everything in the direction of Xi'an. Because for the Chinese it's hard to maintain here normally air wings for a long time. Chinese, they really have limited aviation support. And here is no real railroad. So I can move easily everything in and out and reinforce where I want. But for the Chinese, they must move everything, so need much more time. And also Chinese, they don't have not so many engineers, so they cannot build up something quickly. So you can normally build here a big airport also of a 7, but looks like so far nothing happened here. So I can control the airspace here of Xi'an, and this is important for me. I slow down everything and I can hit where I want hit. This is normally the biggest important role of Kaifeng. Control the airspace of Xi'an. And the second big airport is here, Hankou. I think this game, I don't know more, if it starts with a 7 or I build it up also to a 7, it's enough. I don't need more. But this is my next big airport. This allows me to control here this center. Also Changsha, everything here around, you can see, around 5 hexes of an airport is normally the range Oscar can operate safety. And then I have here some smaller Nanchang. I have a small airport, but I don't really use it too much. I don't build it up, but it's a level 3. It's okay. I have here some local airport stuff. Here in Xiamen is also a similar temporary airport of 4. I don't build it up. It's enough to help you in the source, but I would say it's enough. I concentrate more of Canton, Guangzhou. Here I also bring it up to a 7 and then it's fine. These are my normally these are the big 3 airports: Canton, Hankow, and Kaifeng. These are frontline airports. Then there of course are many other airports in the rear you can use for training, but it's up to the player how he won't use it. And here in Saigon is I built up, of course. So port of 6, airport of 7, then it's fine. And Bangkok also airport of 7, and then it's enough for. I don't need it really bigger. Waste of resources. Because I kicked out here this Burma I don't know, division. It was not division, platoon, whatever. I now able to bring back my Thai forces, so I will not walk here with my Thai forces in enemy territory. The Thai forces are not strong enough for this. I don't want to use them for this. I bring here only 2nd engineer units that I can maybe build up this airport to a 4 in the long run, but it needs time. I still have here some Oscar 1Bs for mainly for training and for defense. Before Jochen operated here some bombers, but I killed I think all of them, and after this nothing happened. I was thinking that maybe Jochen won't sweep me here, and that I can maybe defend my base and kill his pilots here over Japanese territory, but Jochen never come, and I also don't want to go to Burma. It's not the time for any air war now, and I also don't like to use the 1B so much for active duty. They're okay, but the 1C is simply better, and I produce them, so I need only a little time. Not much more to say. Malaya is still the same. So I think today I can start. Last time I had still to unload stuff, but now it looks like packed is 0. So there's only some engineers, more engineers, but these are only here for the airbase. This is only airbase stuff, so everything what is still in pack mode is, you can see the attack value is all 0. So engineers. So my units are ready. I will start moving on Singapore today, and I will normally need 3 days to cross the river. So at 6 or latest at 7th January I will arrive in Singapore. And then I hope I can take this important base quickly. Here is nothing more. My cruisers are coming back. I have detection? No. Looks like no detection on my cruiser, so I hope no shitty airstrike will happen here. But I can only hope. There's no way that I really can avoid it completely. Good, the last thing I can talk about is that my carrier formation arrived here now in the, near to Rabaul, but east of Rabaul. I still have no detection. So I will choose if I maybe try to, maybe I will, because up to now I use only mission speed to save fuel. And I'm not sure if I can. I normally must be in a position like here to have really a good, or maybe like here, range of 6 of everything. Because my dive bombers only have a range of 6 with a 250 kilogram bomb, so I won't be in range of Townsville and Cooktown of 6. So I must be maybe. This is 6. So this hex is normally maybe the best position to make a surprise airstrike, and I cannot do this from this, so I must maybe one more turn I try to sneak here, maybe down like here, and then I can make a full speed attack inside this hex, and then I hope I can find here something. This is, of course, it's really a surprise. I don't know what I will find. Maybe all these American carriers are here, and then we have a big carrier battle. Who knows? Maybe here's nothing. Then I burn a lot of fuel for, or I can find some cargo ship. I hope that let Jochen have maybe here some cargo shipping running around to reinforce Port Moresby. We will see. Thank you all. See you. Take care. Bye bye.